Hello, in this video we are going to talk about the difference between a mortgage and a deed of trust. A quick explanation. This is Dave at TitleSearch.com and AFX Title. First of all, mortgage and deed of trust are instruments used to do lending on real estate, where the lender is going to take a security interest in a piece of property as collateral. And there's different mechanisms for this to occur depending on the laws of a state. Some states are what's called a judicial state, which uses a mortgage, and in non-judicial states a deed of trust is used to accomplish the same goal. Many times a deed of trust is referred to as a mortgage by the mortgage industry or banking industry because it serves approximately the same goal. It's just the way it goes about securing the property is different. Here's the big difference. A mortgage is a direct contract with the lender and the borrower. The borrower, the homeowner, owns the property directly and pledges that property to the lender as collateral for the property. If they don't pay the mortgage, then the lender can take back the property. On a deed of trust, the property ownership is actually maintained by the lender, and it's released to the borrower once that loan is paid off. And in order to secure that ownership for the property owner, for the borrower, the deed is placed in trust with a third-party trustee. So that relationship is not direct with the borrower and the lender. There's a trustee who holds that title in escrow, so to speak, until the loan is paid off, and then it's released to the homeowner to own the property without the encumbrance. That's called the non-judicial way of doing business. And non-judicial is because when there is a potential foreclosure on a property, it's not done through the courts. You don't need a court to do a foreclosure on a deed of trust. Because the fact that the lender holds that title, you don't need to go to court to snatch back the ownership from the borrower. The deed of trust holder, the bank, can just do what's called a trustee sale, where the trustee actually sells that property directly. You don't need a court. You don't need to go through a traditional foreclosure process needing a judge to issue a ruling because the trustee actually holds that legal title to the property. On the other hand, a mortgage in a judicial state, the property owner, the borrower, actually holds title. So if there's a default and the lender, the mortgage company, needs to do a foreclosure, they have to go to court to say, look, to the judge, you tell this property owner to pay up, or otherwise we're going to foreclose the property. The judge actually has to issue a ruling to transfer title away from that borrower. And the foreclosure process is what takes it away, not the actual deed of trust. The deed of trust, like I said, is something that's often called a mortgage, but it's important to look to see if you're in a judicial state or non-judicial state, or to see which instrument is used to borrow the money on that property and to give the lender security interest so that their money is not unsecured as a loan. The trustee sale, the trustee becomes a authorized agent to do a sale. They have the power of sale of that property. There may be a clause in the mortgage where they can sell the property. There may be a redemption period, but they are an authorized agent to sell that property without the permission of the borrower, and even not requiring permission of a judge. So those are the big differences. There's more details about this you'll see in other videos, but a mortgage is a direct contract with the borrower and the lender. The mortgagee is the lender. They give away property title. They don't hold the title to the property. On a deed of trust, the lender, the mortgagee, holds title through a trustee, so that way the lender can't just run away with the title if it's paid off. The trustee ensures that once it is paid off, that the borrower gets the title free and clear and there's no clouds on it. For more information, you can go to TitleSearch.com. There's a link at the bottom. If not, we can see you in the next video with more details about title research subjects.